Alrighty. Alright. Brand new character, here we come, all that. Man, my dude's face looks a little feminine. Kind of issue with that. Even in my one character, in Tower Fantasy, getting that whole vibe. Anywho, hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the stream. Today we are in Wonderland, back at it again. Man, there's so many games to play. I would always like to make that the antithesis of any conversation I have at this point, because there's so much to play, and I want to play almost all of it. Also, wrong way. Thank you so much, Fluff. How is your day been, buddy? Appreciate the support. Goddamn Twitch Prime. Been subscribed for 34 months. Okay. Currently on a 9-month streak. That is a 19-month streak. Sorry to do you dirty. Thank you so much, Fluff. Appreciate you. Fluff, what game have you been... What is the game that is taking up the most amount of your time, I should say? What game have you devoted, with all the games out right now, the most to within the time period of, let's say, 2 weeks? Tower Fantasy at the moment. I was about to say. Dude, I am like trying to hold back because I know when I let myself just like come undone, I'm just going to be gluttonous. Basically, Fluff, for me right now, I am doing like the bare minimum. I'm like getting in. I'm like doing a little bit at a time, doing my dailies, burning my resin, just so I'm not like losing progression. But at the same time, I'm also like, like I want to get in and do it. The only thing I will say that to me seems like a huge opening, and maybe it's not, because if I look now, people had the same thought as me and would have got ahead of it. But in Tower Fantasy, to me, there seems like there's a lot of friction with the quests. Like I could see the quests being kind of frustrating to do, because you're like, it asks, like it's classic MMO thing where it's just like, find 6 golden skulls, and then you're like, okay, and you go on Google and you type that in there, and you're like, they're found in like Avragar, and you're like, what the fuck is Avragar? And you look at your map and you're like, why didn't you make a map highlight image screenshot, my guy? And then you're like hunting for 20 minutes. It's a nightmare. Whereas if a person's just like, I know the process of how to get this, here's an image, go there, here's what it's gonna ask you to do, it's located here. That to me would be nice and helpful to account for the struggle of the future people before us. Maybe. But I'm pretty sure there's people already probably doing that. But are they doing it for almost every quest? Probably not great. Probably not great to do that. Probably just the quests that are worth a damn, like getting some badass bionic suit, etc. Maybe saying like 10 wishes or 10 pulls, 10 gold pulls in 15 minutes if you just binge the quest immediately. That kind of thing. Video title and thumbnails. Doing the course. That's all I think about nowadays. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let us get into the Blightcaller. This is the new PLC for good old Wonderlands. We have a brand new door as well as a brand new class. Now, we are going to go reset our Blightcaller, or switch to the Blightcaller, and we are going to respec. We are going to be using the Graveborn, because I feel like the Graveborn might just be the big pooba that we desire. I think I wanted to see if the Graveborn and the Blightcaller, which both seem like they're elemental amplifiers and a little bit of like companion situations, the only thing that's going to be fucky is they kind of build off of ability damage. Seems to be the Blightcaller's thing. I do know that currently Blightcaller and the melee builds are in love. Blightcaller, I think spell builds are also in love, or any elemental build is doing quite well with it. But I'm very excited to mess with all of this. In fact, let's go to the bottom left corner so we're not in the way. What's good, Savage? Savage says, good evening, Grin. Good evening, Mr. Savage. How are you? Hopefully the day's been lovely. Alright. The Fate Maker summons the storm. This is the one I want to use. So in this oh no, I didn't mean to spend, whatever. Anyways, so we have a bog totem. Bog totem companion, scaled up companion down probably, creates elemental bog sprites that I believe deal ability damage. Same thing as this. This does, this is awesome. This actually does ability damage, but it also, like, you hold all of your non-ability damage, then pay it forward. I wonder if there's a cap on that, though. Anyway, ability damage. Damage type is based on your current equipped weapon. We have a poison pistol, Pixie. Don't ask. We got it. Shh. Whenever a Fate Maker kills an enemy while Bog Totem is active, the duration is partially restored. Pretty cool. A lot of uptime here. That's one of the biggest negatives to abilities, is that they have such a long cooldown. And apparently there's a class mod in the game that they currently added with this that makes ability damage all good. To me, that's kind of actually a little bit frustrating. It seems like a lot of the PLCs were like restricting gear that specifically made certain builds work. You know, i.e. the shotgun that does range melee damage, i.e. the PLC that has ability scaling things that makes it so that you can actually play an ability build and it actually fire. Anyways. Oh, wait. Oh, my whole thing had to reset. Oh, shit. That freaked the hell out of me right there. Oh, God. Yeah, my whole thing just had to reset. Well, hopefully it's all good. It doesn't boat well, I don't think. Anyways, regardless, Bog Totem. Whenever the Fate Maker kills an enemy with the Bog Totem, the duration reset. Multiple charges. That's also huge. We're doing 308 damage and duration restores on kill. Restored on kill. Cool. Duration charged. Fucking huge. Oh, but currently. So it has, yeah. There's ways to get your cooldown back, I guess. Anyways, we have to wait patiently. Let's chat a little bit while we're waiting for our cooldown to come back. I don't think I'll use Bog Totem, even though I imagine there's going to be some crazy enchants for it. That, like, that's the funness of having a brand new character, is like, oh shit, what if there's an enchant that gives you, like, that resets Bog Totems? Like, what? Like, man, I would love it so much if they just snuck one of those in there. Like the Spore Wardens instantly regenerate one of your charges by reloading or something, or like casting a spell would be awesome if you could have that. Especially so like you like infinitely have Bog Totems up. You can just have two at once. What does this look like generally? A little bit of lag. Okay. All right. Looks aesthetic. It also has got creepy hands touching on some sort of demon heart. That actually lasts a shockingly high amount of time, and it can persist in the world. So that's not bad. Let's do this. Let's give it some time. Fluff says, I managed to get Mary the Ice Claymore. Thank you so much, Fluff. I think you might always have to do that. I'm so sorry, but thank you. In the Black Nucleus, man, no shit. They give you a lot of those, but yeah, golly. I've yet to, dude, I did so many polls of Black Nucleus. Didn't get nothing. So it's wild. And then unlocked my SSR Select box and finally got my Hina plus the one. Oh, you got the Axe Claymore person? Nice. Yeah, man, it's starting to click like the mechanics. I watched a video, it was in my recommended, from I think the guy Volt or Valak or something like that, some of the V. He's like a video maker for Tower Fantasy. But anyways, broke down like that you want to have like a DPS, and then you, instead of Genshin, which you kind of have like an elemental effect person. In this game, it's about having shield break. So you need like a way to break shields, you need a way to deal an abundance of damage, and then you need a way to repair or amplify your characters. So it's like DPS, shield break, support, essentially, which was really cool perspective. So it kind of gave you an idea of, oh, that's what people mean when they say team building. Because in Tower Fantasy, I'm still in the mid game, so I'm like, I don't know what you want from me, because everything dies within 3 hits or something, you know? Yeah, thankfully Tower Fantasy Index is good for most of the info outside of quest guides, which might have eventually as well. I hope so, man. I hope so. Fluff says, but I would say a lot of it's pretty intuitive. Like, yeah. Also, I love how the bounties seem to be very cleverly done. So, like, in Genshin, you'll do the same bounty runs 15 times in the world space. Whereas in Tower Fantasy, at least right now, it seems like the bounties have you going to, like, various different parts of the map just to kind of incentivize you exploring. Like, the amount of times I've went and done a daily and been like, oh, I haven't been up there yet. Okay. Oh, there's a gem up there. Let's go. You know, which is dope. Good world design, like good gameplay positioning, I suppose. All right, let's see what this thing's done. Hit. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, you gotta make a build about this. So you get Acid Rain, and basically the amount of damage you deal within a time frame gets kept. So non-ability damage gets kept, and then like lightning bolts of crazy elemental damage shine down. But the problem is that when we walk away, it goes away. So I wonder if there's an enchant that can reposition it, or like make it follow you. But no, that's so cool. I'm not. It's again, it looks amazing, but in practicality, not the great. All right, let's start messing around with some skills. Let's see, status increase. We're going with Graveborn, so I don't know what we're exactly gonna need. This one I feel like we gotta get. Gun critical hits have a chance to create a homing poison bog spirit that does ability damage. But it can happen every 20 seconds. This to me is incredibly good. First of all, wait a minute. Let's see. Let's put all of our points in there. Okay, yeah. It only increases the conversion rate of 35% of gun critical hit damage. Okay, bog spirit ability damage scales off of your gun critical hit damage. Weird. So you do ability damage, but it scales off of your gun critical hit damage. Okay, but the reason why that's pretty cool is because in a lot of builds that require you to heavily invest into ability damage, you are shoehorned out of basically guns, spells, and all the like. So if there was a way to take your ability damage and feed it into other things, then you'd be great. This is kind of that. When you hit an enemy with a gun, you can summon your main damage source. There's no time limit on this. There is a small chance. But if you have a gun like this, damn you, like this, that literally is a time, nope, wrong one. This. Is this right? No. Fuck, I don't have it on my character. Shit. Shit. This one will not really work. There's one of these, but it's cryo, and it shoots 4 pellets so fast. And you can throw pixies of these, which just all do gun damage 4 times detonation. They spew out bullets so fast, and you just wreck. So this, I think, will be having constant of these sprites popping off if we have sufficient ability damage. But we'll see if we can attain that. What else do we have here? We have Kill Skill, restores a little bit of your ward. No, we got Graveborn. Yeah, we also are going to get one of his special capstones, which makes Graveborn act basically our lifesteal will repair our shield, which is huge. Dope. In fact, that actually could be huge for maintaining. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That would maintain our like dead stuff, us being almost dead. What's good, Lone Syndicate? Lone Syndicate, what's up, girl? What's good, Lone Syndicate? How are you, my guy? I'm currently I'm curious how well the Blightcaller will work with Clobbering. Yeah, man, I'll be curious to see. I feel like, well, I need to dedicate some time. Well, not now, but eventually we need to get back into Wonderland and mess with all the other characters, because that's the one I have done dirty, the Clobbringer. That was one of my most favorite ones, which actually might be better off now that we can scale up ability damage, and there's an incentive to do that. The tasks are refreshing tomorrow, but you should be able to 70 points within the week off. Oh, I forgot. Oh, thank you so much for telling me that, Fluff. Oh, I'll do that before tonight's end. Okay, shit. Yeah, I forgot. I kind of let that get away from me. Shit. Fluff says, and for the gold pulls, I got my first RNG drop of Cocoa Rattler Ice Staff Heal. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's not bad. King has the best innate shatter value for SSRs. I thought there was one other person that I was surprised it was up there. PvE, oddly, Mary is better in PvP, apparently. I guess it's due to the disruptive AoE ice attack. Okay. So for DPS builds, King and Samir. Yeah, Samir. Samir is like the one where I'm like, fuck, man. I don't know. Okay, tomorrow we are going to do some pulls, okay? Not tomorrow, sorry, Tuesday. Tuesday we're going to do some pulls when we stream. We're going to do some pulls. I've been saving. I've been fighting off the chance or the desire to do it. So Tuesday we'll be doing some pulls. Hopefully I get somebody, man. If we could get Samir, and I could pick either or. If I get my boy Zero or or if I get Samir, I'll be cooking. But we're also going to be going for Nemesis. So it's like, God damn it. What's good, Zero? Zero says, hey, how are you? I'm doing good, Zero. How are you? How are you? You're the apple of my eye. What's happening with you? Nothing's going on with me. You know me, book, games, stressed, but also having a very fun time with life right now. Zero says, I have wrist injury. Oh, no. And I can't really play games the way I want to. I was about to say, Zero, what a fucking bad time to get hurt. There's so many games to play right now. Gotta leave. I'm sorry, my friend. Fire rate is increased. When you swap weapons, you get a little bit more of a boost. Poison damage is increased. When the Fatemaker gains... Oh. The Fatemaker gains increased damage dealt based on how full his ward is. That could be huge with having these in tandem, having a low health and also high ward. I just don't know if there's something down here that like gets us to, this is it. Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't know if this makes it so that we just don't heal. The Fatemaker's Dark Magic now restores ward instead of health. Doesn't necessarily, that's fine. That should be actually good. That should work. Let's get all that actually. That could be huge. Especially if we have a really low shield capacity. Yeah, if we have a really low shield capacity and we heal. No, it's healed based on a percentage. But if you have like 1% shield, you have like a 10. Yeah, it depends. Anyways, sorry. Thinking aloud. Whenever the Fatemaker deals Dark Magic status effect, his spell damage and ability damage is increased. Yes. So this is the thing. I don't think we're going to be able to really make use of this synergy yet. They need to give us a fucking skill point increase. But if we're ever able to get a skill point increase, getting this would be huge. Even just having enough points to just dip your toe into Blast Gasp and some ability scaling would make this whole thing nutty. But we don't yet have that, so yeah. Bog Down. Doing non-status effect poison has a chance to create a Water Nova, applying Soak. Amped Up. Whenever the Fatemaker applies Lightning status effect, his movement speed is increased and max ward is also increased. That could be good for Clawbringer. Pretty neat. Also Stab Master. Frostbite. Whenever the Fatemaker deals the most loved element of the game, Frost effect, you do bonus melee damage and critical chance. Critical damage, right? Yes. No chance, just critical chance. Well, we need to put one more point into something, so fucking great. I guess we'll do this until we can get down here. Burning Offering. This is the one we want to get because we are weirdly on our summoner build as well. So, whenever the Fatemaker applies fire status effect, his gun damage and spell damage rates are increased for a duration. That could be pretty huge. So our spell cooldown and such are going to be increased. The spell cooldown leaves a little bit to be desired. It's not like entirely what we need. Could be kind of nice. Also, we could get more status just for. We probably should have put that in there instead of this weirdness. Anywho, all right, let's get us the ability to heal through everything or repair our shield. Toxicity. Whenever the Fatemaker applies poison status, the critical hit damage is it's basically like, yeah, but you gain everything. So it's like you're supposed to be doing goddamn poison. Do poison. And lastly, give me a sec. How about? There we go. Lastly, we get the capstone, Spirit Swarm. I don't know how this one works in practice. Applies status effect to an enemy, creates a Spirit Swarm companion, and will seek out enemies, damaging nearby enemies. Dealing status effect damage of the applied status effect damage type, yes, while Spirit Swarm is active, its duration is particularly restored after applying status effects. Applying a stronger status effect fully refreshes its duration. The update, the Spirit Swarm's damage deals damage type based on the applied status effect. Pinging does things. Okay. Okay. We're gonna get it. Damage per second is 100% of the applied status effect. Don't know if that's good or not. Duration is that, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna go by that. We could use a little bit more healing, but let's go for more spell stuff. Dark magic. Let's do this companion stuff because if we ever wanted to give this a try, this also is considered companion damage. This one right here. So we might be able to make that happen. They may also do dark magic damage, the totem spirits, which is pretty dope. We want to make it so that we can heal through most things. Shit, I didn't mean to buy 3 of those. Fuck. We'll do this. More companion damage. More dark magic damage. Wish I got more of that. We want more health and stacks, so we're going to go over here. Never mind, that's it. Shit. Okay. Well, finally, let's take it into the brand new PLC. This right here, we do have a pixie that turns into... Wait, give me that. I think I have one that is a gun? Yes. Yes. So this one does not count as spell damage, and also is nuts. So this... Oh. God damn it. There's yeah, this game always runs like shit for the first little bit. Where's my... There it is. Down. There it is. Okay. Yes. So that is going to do gun damage, which should detonate our things. Also, we have a shotgun that will detonate all of our gun damage. so that we can have a lot more sprites hanging out. Should be good. Nub says, Grin, I tried and I got banned, so I uninstalled it. What happened? Why didn't you get banned, Nub? Do I even want to know what happened? Crow pretty much requires almost all stars to really shine. Samir does demand it, but really boosts her output. Oh, I see. Crow is so pretty much a PvE co-op SSR benefit for backstab. Oh, I see. Awakens trial boost when solo. Okay. Flo says, and to clarify, King is the fire side. Yeah. Crow is the double. Yeah. And Samir is the pistol girl. Yeah. Echo lists higher shatter, but since she's an SR, she scales lower, so it's still King. Makes sense. Lone Singing says, I'm doing good, Grin. My day was kind of productive. Did laundry, grinded some Tower of Fantasy, and did the outline of my next draw. Hell yeah! Was it on tablet or is it still on pen and paper? Fluff says, if you can, Nemesis and Zero could be solid for DPS. Really? Okay. Healing and shield buffing. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man, but like that's the thing. Sumer, I'm probably saying that wrong, but oh god, this looks gorgeous. But yeah, she looks like awesome. Like she looks great, and she seemingly performs really well too. Also, so we need to basically aggregate a lot of damage from all kinds of sources for this character. What is this? Is this the channeling cast? What do I have? Oh, that is what it is. Let's put on our necromancer things. Where is it? Our oh, god damn it. Where are you? Repeating cast Hydras. That's what I want. So, there it is. No, that's simple cast. Repeating cast. Beautiful. That's what we want. Okay, so we're gonna do some spell damage, and we're gonna get various buffs. I don't know if it's. Let's do this. This is enough. Yeah. So yeah, look at that. That's so cool. It's not power. Well, it's pretty powerful actually. Acid Rain in conjunction with Eritang Els. If only you could move the giant dome of death around. That's kind of iconic. So this is the capstone. I mean, it's chewing through that person. Oof. Yeah, I don't know if it's. We don't. Again, I think it would be much better if you had ability scaling things, but your boy does not. Take the weird nuggies, gotcha. Do. That's kind of. It looks wicked. It does look also just like a circle. It does not look like a swarm of bees, so much as just a menacing-looking orb. But anyways. Okay, I pulled the lever, but I guess I don't have enough resources. Grin, I tried to get bored. I got bored, so I. Oh no, so I Grin. I got bored, so I uninstalled. So I thought you said got banned. Yep. The brain don't work good. Zero says mobile games are my savior for games right now. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. Well, mobile games are not mobile games anymore. Thankfully, they're not Candy Crush where like how. They're like, no, this is a whole ass game that has like procedurally updated things, and some people still hate that shit, but your boy likes it quite a bit. That's not what we need to do, apparently. Oh, man, that takes a long time to get over there. Why do they do stuff like this, where it takes an eternity just for it to reach its destination, just to progress? Why can't we like push it or something? Oh. All right. Bored, not banned. Your dyslexia is really bad. It's my words are bad today, but I'm doing great. Okay, did not mean to be right on top of that. God damn it. Oh, also, why am I not? Oh, my shield's just taking forever to recharge. Gotcha. Do. All right. Let's do this. I think I'm wearing a not so good thing. I want to put on. Is it this? No. Maybe it's that. No, probably not. Yeah, we could try that. Does that give me my things that I wanted? Oh no, but it's not chaotic, is it? So it's gonna half our day. Yeah, it's not even okay. We could try that. Trying to find the one that gives us what we want. ability-wise. Let's go with the one that we were right above us. This one still has all of our skill bonuses, right? Yeah, got 6 out of 6 in this. Nice. I know our faithful thralls. All right, I wish there was a thing that showed you how much damage you're basically holding, but it doesn't. Yeah, it would have been nice. So I want to know when to unleash our ult, which our ult seems like it would do some good work. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess you don't go to the person that you spawned off of? You won't kill your brethren? All right. The source. Fluff says, tangent back to Tower of Fantasy. I really hope we get a collab character. Both of them look great, but Merrick will be perfect as another tank. Resonance option with pistol and knife, power armor, and a big sword blade stuff. I definitely want to get Cobalt B, but I may prioritize the collab character since they won't just come to the standard battle. Yeah. Well, it's still like waiting a year, but yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah, is there confirmation that we're going to get collab characters? Because isn't that the shittiness, is that there was like a collaboration that is going to happen in Japan, but not... Oh no. It is going to happen in Japan, but not in America, or like in the whatever server we are at, the America, Eastern, Western, whatever it is, server. And they just let you just have this slowly. Who designed that would be a good idea? Just slowly be on the train. Lone Singed says, update Grin. I ended up getting an SSR last night. It is the bow girl, the bow goth girl. Okay, I didn't know it was a goth girl. And Crow. Oh, sweet, Crow. Thunder Blade guy. Yeah, Crow looks awesome. Apparently, Fluff is saying that his DPS it requires you to get a little bit more copies of him in order for him to shine. But yeah, especially with us at like mid game, it's pretty chill, I think, right now. Also, hearing how so many people have like 4 SSRs already. Yeah. It's not unheard of to get a lot of a character, or just to get one of a good character. But also, I think, yeah, to me, I would Crow, I think, is a good get if you're wanting just to have fun, because it seems like a really cool, fast-paced character. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Do this, and then this. There we go. Magic. That golem got lit the fuck up. Granted, I wonder, because we were holding, like, we were sucking up non-ability damage for a while. But yes. Anyways, next instance. Yeah, I don't know. This one's weird. This new treasury type thing, or this new run, sorry, this new dungeon. It's not bad. This is nice. But yeah, it does seem like it's still those weird things where like you're spending 20 minutes to like get to an instance. You're like, why? What's this thing? Also, I drawed a paper. It is a gift for my friend's birthday. She asked me to draw her something nice. That's awesome. A lovely gift. I'll send a gift. Also, let me pause this real quick. Scroll over here. Zero says, I literally had to put the game down again because of her official. Oh, really? Yeah, or that much? Oh, no. Love says, which is definitely an odd thing I lost the message. Which is definitely an odd thing to her tell busty gun lady speaking official's voice, yet quite a bit less chinny, but yeah. To hear, yeah. So there's a character that sounds like official. Is that what I'm getting? Zero, you don't like the princess. I can't stand her. Zero. Fluff says Nemesis doesn't look great. Oh, sorry. Nemesis does look great, especially being vault or electric and hybrid DPS healer. But I don't really feel like I need her, especially not now that I have Cobalt C1 Coco Rattler. If Cobalt B is a fire resonance character, I can at least enjoy that particular buff with them being paired with Hume, or yeah, the shield person. Fluff says the collaborations have happened twice in the CN version, but given how fleshed out they are as characters compared to Aloy in Genshin, there's a yeah, they almost seem like, hey bitch, if we're gonna collaborate with you, you better make my character fucking mean. Okay. No, it says the only SSR I got was Absolute Zero. Is that a character, or is that like you didn't get any? Because you should have. No, but it takes like 15 minutes to get 30 wishes and you're guaranteed an SSR. Or is absolute 0... Is that girl with the claymore, maybe? What is good, Nier? Nier, how are you this fine day? Nier says, whaling yet? No. No. Enjoying the game a lot? Yes. Yes. Not that, Wonderland always. But very much, yeah. Tower Fantasy. I'm kind of holding back to making sure I don't go too buck wild yet. Also, let's switch to our shotgun. Our shotgun's going to be 10 instances of gun damage, which hopefully one of them crits and melts. Ooh, a little bit of lag. Never killed anyone this. Alright, now we reload slow without the certain buffs from spell shot. Alright, ready? This. Everything's already dead, and also that's doing pretty good work. Also, there's these. That's cute. Oh no, they can't be moved. Okay, well, that looks real cool for what it's worth. It's like into the eye of the abyss kind of thing. If only that thing came back faster, though, because I feel like what happens when it goes away, and we're just sitting out in the cold. Also, I'm wasting my ammunition. I thought, what do we do? Defeat enemies and destroy their standard? Like statue? Is that what I'm saying? Or is it this? I don't know. Wait, what? Oh, this, maybe? Did it break? We'll go here, I guess. Is it over here? Looks cool, like a training arena, but what needs to be done? Find red Miri? Oh, is this like a fucking hunting thing? What? Is there like a thing I can open? Does he want me to partake in these games? I think we missed that one. Well, is it a puzzle DLC? Cause I'm not into it, but okay. Brittany Cox's voice actress for Official and Samir sounds almost identical, just without the big words, and that's kind of nice. I like Official's voice as a neutral tone. Well, so I don't even mind Official's nonsense essentially. Oh man, that looks gorgeous. Imagine if Gearbox ever made an open world game. It wouldn't look like this, but cool. Defeat enemies and I think did it glitch? Can somebody look this up for me to see if there's like a fucking thing I'm missing to do, which probably is the case, but it says defeat enemies and destroy their standards. Do I gotta do their stupid like gauntlets and shit? Ugh. So that was one of them probably here. Why? This is such a slow the fuck down type thing. What about this? I think we got all these. All these are hit, I guess. Maybe this? Nope. It's not gonna take us the right way. Maybe this. Nothing? What's good? Hydra says shoot the big red flag where the enemies were. Oh, this? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. So destroy the flags. Should probably clear that up. Damn it. I can't hear them really well. Which is weird because I have the audio on actually. I don't know why it's not coming through. Thank you, Hydra. Appreciate you. Let's use this. Get a good bit of base damage increase. Also soak up some normal damage, and there's nothing gonna be left but, you know, pretty dark hole thing. Man, If only this could move places, that'd be nice. Anyways, Hydra. Oh, wait, no, this is not the Hydra spell. Oh, I'm not even using the fucking Hydra spell and I'm still crushing. Yeah, that's just for fucking Fireball. Damn it. Where is my fucking thing that gives me damage based on my companions? Shit. There we go. Repeating cast. No, large AoE. Is that it? Repeating cast. Hydra. There we go. Good. That's what we want. And this. This'll melt. That's what I want to see. Look at my boys. Yeah. And honestly, the Graveborn in this class just works perfectly. Perfectly well. I imagine there's another flag. Maybe we should just go buck wild and start burning the flags really quick. Wasn't there a flag in here? Or no, maybe it was in here. Nope. Is it that? I thought I seen it. No, I didn't. Aw, this. I didn't see any flags anymore. Enemies are over there, so you think the oh, there it is. I see you. There. I feel like they'd be more obvious wherever they are. Oh, there's a flag over there. Why is it immune? What the fuck? Do I have to be close to it, maybe? Oh, no, I gotta kill everything. Gotcha. Must be murder. Must murder. This, and this. Wow. Alright, I would like to see what happens when you step on the area, but we're not really getting to see that, because everything's dying anyway, because we're on a really low level as well. Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute. So do pixies and whatnot do not, like, this should be detonating this ghost thing, but it's not. Like, it's a 20% chance to detonate this ghost thing, and we're getting none of that, so weird. We have to do gun damage, and we're not apparently doing that. Well, everything's still dying regardless, but there's a special skill that we have this, which I wanted to see if it did the thing, which is this right here. Poison Bog Spirit. I think it's just a skull, but we're not getting that to hit, or at least I only started seeing that when I started shooting, so I wonder if that can only be summoned then. Also, we can do this. There we go. I wonder if you need fire in order to break those. Oh, there's, okay, so they keep coming up on and off, I see. So it's not just like you can just take them all at once. A little shitty, but okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a bunch of these. We're doing technically tons of instances of gun damage, but I'm not seeing those spirits. Not like the poison spirit that I just seen. So this is not considered. So there's not gun damage. It has to be your own like shooting gun damage. That's just kind of less fun. I really hate when they do that. Not because like yes it could be overpowered. Just scale it down. But it just disincentivizes you like reading something and having hope that it's gonna perform in the way that it's worded. Which is if you do gun damage, there's a 20% chance for you to detonate a poison skull, but no, you need to do the actual gun damage, whereas everything else like Stabo gun damage worded in the exact same way works. I just hate the limitation because it just makes it so that things seem less fun and less builds get to follow suit. But anyways, bitterness aside. Also, guys, sorry for the chatting away from me. This is a new thing that I'm not autopiloting it yet, but yes, if you'd be so kind to repost your messages, I would have no issue with that, or in fact I'd appreciate it greatly. Nier says, I'm getting lucky. In the last 20 to 30 pulls of Tower Fantasy, I went from like having one SSR from having 4. I got 2 and a C1. God damn, man. Yes, I keep hearing shit like that. Hopefully there's some love to go around, because golly, I've after doing 30 rerolls, I got only 2 accounts that had 2 SSRs on it. So, woof, pain. But granted, again, like you are guaranteed one at 80 and 30, so you're you're assuring to get a couple. You know what I mean? Just from that 2, and if you get lucky in between, you're good to go. Also, you have like black crystals and all these things, so it just kind of works. Stupid thing, burn. There we go. Easy peasy. Go. Yes, I'm gonna kind of oh god, right now, this PLC. I'm not sure I love it, honestly. I like the like the environments look sick, but yeah, it's the activities that feel a little soulless to me. As well as I again last update, our PLC, I was like, oh my god, it's so good. But then we got to the fourth one, and it just became a shit show where everything just had monstrous amounts of health, and yuck, it just seemed like a nightmare hell. So I don't know this. Oh, I don't have my ult. Ooh. This is why we need that new class mod. Give us our ult back faster. Get us that ability damage scaling like we want. This. Hydras go! Little sentries. Yeah, maybe I'm just not seeing the, like, poison bog thing. Do I have, like, a weapon that I can just light someone up with? I mean, my SMG is kind of the one, but let's see. I just want to see if I can summon a poison bog. So it doesn't say it scales on as a particular thing. It doesn't it says it does poison damage, so we're not doing poison damage. So I don't know what that's about. But I will say this ult though is nuts. Like, yeah, like everything just gets eviscerated. You just do thousands of little nodes of poison damage and everything else. This would be great for Stavo comp probably, just because you're applying basically every element like super quick. Fluff says got a fully explore the of Astra and 85 outfit for Bangalier. Bangles, and now I feel like I'm a character out of Astral Chain. Oh, really? Oh, that makes me jealous then, man. Yeah, I haven't got any cool skins yet. Again, I've been doing the bare minimum because I know well, honestly, man, yeah, yeah. I said there was going to be content Monday, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm still parsing out when it comes to, like, I'm currently doing, oh no, what the heck is that? Uh-oh. 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 That's a demon. It's a demon blur. Weird. Well, I was like, don't crash my game, please. Monster, stay away from me. Let's stick with this then. Yeah, because we're going to shoot them anyway. Yeah, I really don't see the gun damage, poison bog thing happening. There it is. See that? See that only came out when we were shooting. So I guess, yeah, even though this says, right here it says gun critical hits and pixie fear knots, or sorry, guns with wings fear knots count as gun damage. They're not overriding the type of damage they are. It doesn't count. You have to literally shoot the enemy, which to me is stupid because it goes against what Stavo has, and Stavo works with the same combination of fear knots. So why is this specific thing somehow excluded from that exact way that everything up to this point has worked? Yeah, man, shit like this makes me just, I don't know. It makes me extremely frustrated with, like, the way that they limit stuff that seems, why? Like, at this point in the game, why? So many people there's so many games to play, there's so many things to do, and you're still making choices to just outright limit the insane damage. But yet, if you look at the, like, creators at this point, there's still people who are, like, there's a couple weapons that have a weird interaction that do bazillions of damage. So it's like, that's okay, but you're not letting this specific thing be okay? It's just weird. Like, this is not the time to be like, let's nerf shit, or let's not, like, inhibit stuff, essentially, that works in every other regard. It's silly. Anyways. But yes, Wonderland pissing me off. What's new? No standard is another word for flag. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, standard is another. I didn't know that. Nub says one day he'll read chat. I mean, sorry. What do you call it? We got there. I also like to see if I can figure it out myself. And sometimes I look and there's nothing. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm conditioned to be like, well, I'll have to figure it out on my own, because a lot of people watch our streams not to watch them like full-on movies, but like, I'm playing a game, Grin, and you're there, buddy. And I'm like, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Have a good time. But yeah, also break eggs. Oh, hello. So crack, we need to kill. I feel fucked up. Why are we destroying the wyvern eggs? We're a monster. It is what it is. Do I have to? I have to go up to them and hit them. Break. Or that, I guess. We'll grab them. Wyverns are pissed at me. How many of these do we need? We should have enough, no? Hydra says pixies are spell damage. Most pixies leads. No. So Hydra, I know. what do you call it? Fear Not specifically are counted as spell damage. Everything else counts as gun damage, basically. It's not like, yeah, it's this. So the weapon that we have right here, this counts as, this is a Fear Not, but because it is a Fear Not that's guns with wings, it counts as gun damage. It doesn't actually scale up, so that's not exactly right. Fear Not, pixie companions, or pixies, count as spell damage, but these count as gun damage. So these should be eligible to trigger gun damage, but they're not. I don't know why. Pretty shitty, but yeah. So I don't know why that is. But to me, that doesn't make any sense because we've already done stuff with that same loop. And it hasn't worked that way in the past, so why is it working this way now? Especially when they're worded the identical same way as doing gun damage. So that's weird. Maybe you're right. Maybe the weapon that I have is just busted, but we've used 3 at this point, and I've only seen it trigger when I'm actually shooting, which is a bit lame. Fluff says, getting 2 SSRs by the first 30 mark is definitely a sign of good luck. You could very well get another 2 by 80. No, Fluff. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I did 30 runs, each time having 30 pulls with 20 black crystal things, black wishes, dark like void wishes, and 7 or so wishes for the limited banner. So I did all that. I only ever got out of my 30 runs with all those stacks 2 SSRs at once, like in one run. So it makes sense if you go the distance and make use of the pity system, but I didn't with that one. Well, actually we did. we got the pity system early at 30, but I understand if you just kept going you'd get more. But just how hard that was to detonate and get, out of all my 30 runs, I have 2 save files that had 2 SSRs on them by 30 pulls. But that was doing it 30 or 27 times, or 28 times, sorry. Wild. Now, again, other people could have gotten far more lucky in the same amount of time. That's the weird thing with RNG. But golly, I was sitting there like, I was sitting there like, okay, I'll just go until I get one more, and then I'll choose between the 2 of them. Also, that's weird. Also, why is my spells detonating the gun chance? Yeah, because we didn't shoot there. Very weird. Yeah. So yeah, my spells were kicking some ass, and maybe it's that. Maybe that counts as gun damage. Let's see. If I do this, and for whatever reason, I was seeing like little sprites come out of my my one thing. Weird. Maybe it was my gun. I don't know. Yeah, because this should be doing gun damage, and I'm not seeing any little sprites happen anymore. And it's a 20% chance, and I think we're critting pretty consistently, so I don't know. It's weird. And even if one of them ends up being a duplicate, you can fill in with a selector box and get the weapon you want and don't have. No, I get it. My only reason I brought up the drop chance weirdness is because for me, I found that it was pretty unforgiving. But that was because, again, I think a cornerstone of what that is probably trying to use the pity system, because like 80 pulls. Does anyone know if there's soft pity? So like if you should start single pulling at a certain point, or is it nothing like that? It's just like, no, you get one at 80. Calm down. It doesn't reset the pity, so that's our gain for you. Or is there such a thing as like when you get to 80, should you stop going buck wild? Find and kill the troll guard. You're a skeleton mage. You're also a skeleton mage. Where is the troll guard? Find Redmore. I assume the troll guard. Okay, that's not helpful. Just put me right back here. Maybe we kill everybody first. Oh. Oh. Well, things are spawning now. We can do this. Ooh, we're clipping in the wall a little bit. Not great. Yeah, maybe we should need to wreak havoc, and then they'll summon the troll guard. Zero says, you clearly don't understand how Gearbox works. You throw pixies, not shrieks. What, Zero? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're throwing pixies, not shrieks. No, I'm throwing guns with wings. I'm throwing guns with wings. What are you talking about? Oh, no, you're throwing pixies, not shrieks. I'm throwing shrieks. Throwing guns with wings. Or, sorry, yeah, guns with wings. I could throw guns with wings in my shotgun and we still weren't getting anything. When we were shooting them, we were. But when we throw them and they become what is normally gun damage, or sorry, that one's not. This, but you know, even this is considered gun damage. That's not what determines it. Pixies can do gun damage. It's the only thing that determines it is the Fear Not Pixie specifically. It counts as spell damage. Anything else counts as gun damage. Companions guns with wings count as gun damage. You are throwing pixies. I was throwing this one time 0. This is not a pixie. This is a what do you call it? A guns with wings. What are you not seeing? I'm not. You were? No, I'll show you. We'll do it again. And also, this is what do you call it? Pixies were never considered not. Or what do you call it? I did a build the other day where we're utilizing the shotgun, which is Pixie, a Pixie companion, and this one does do companion damage. And we were able to I was able to show that by doing detonating gun damage with this, with spell shot, basically resetting my spell shot skill over and over again, resetting my cooldown. So, yeah, if you have we'll use the Pixie, and maybe you're right, but from all my testing, that's not how that works. But we'll see. Did I pick up 3? No, I didn't. Okay, we gotta keep killing. Okay, so let's throw these. These are all guns with wings, so these count as gun damage, and we're not seeing any of the skulls that come out. No skulls. Well, goddamn it, if anything can stop dying immediately. Yeah. Only when I was shooting with the pistol and contacting with the gun damage in my hand did it start to detonate the things. So this right here. So we'll throw this. Okay, wait, give me a minute. I shot once. Let's see. Wait a minute. And it also could be that I just have no, what do you call it? What's the word? I have no critical chance. So maybe that I'm just not critting, but this is a lot of pixies, or sorry, guns with wings that are not. Yeah, like see, that explosion you see is the pixie dive bombing them eventually. So like that's a crit, that's a crit, that's a crit. I know it's a 20% chance on a crit to get that in effect, but I have yet to see a single skull. It's only when I accidentally shoot them. And also this is just a wisp that's doing, you know, crazy weird damage, but I've yet to see a skull come anywhere. Critical hit. I wish my ult didn't get him. But yeah, none of this is doing the skull damage. See? Gun damage, no skull. But if I start shooting him, then it comes out. So I don't know. But also, maybe, is it like a proximity thing? Yeah, see, like when I shoot him, it comes out. So like, I think that's the weirdness there. But it also could be a proximity thing. Maybe if I'm right on top of them, and then that happens. Well, it's kind of hard because everything's still dying, but yeah, fuck, man, that capstone orb is just melting things. But yeah, 0. 0 says those are spirit swarms, companions, those wisps. What do you mean? I thought the skull to me is this. This is what I'm testing to use, 0. This is what I'm trying to see to use. Zero says, there are spirit swarm companions. Yeah, we're trying to test for this, though, 0. This is the thing I'm not seeing detonate. It's called a bog spirit, which to me, the bog spirit is the skull that's popping out of me when I do gun damage. This wisp thing, the swarm, is not what I'm talking about. That's working. The thing that's not, I'm wondering why it's not working, is this thing that says when you deal gun critical hit damage, there's a 20% chance for you to release like a poison thing. So that green skull is what I'm wondering what's happening. And it doesn't seem like this spawns when you do gun critical hit damage with Fear Not guns with wings. And it does if you're shooting it with the gun in your hand. That's what I was saying. Yeah, so I'm not talking about this. This is working great. Yeah, you just do any damage and it's just that wisp thing. I'm trying to, I don't know why with other classes like the Stabomancer and stuff like that. Stabomancer, you basically can use like one of the best combinations I think for that is using a cryo version of this, which has like its ×4, and you just throw weapon companions, guns with wings, or even pixies works. Again, it's just anything that deals gun damage, and pixies and gun companions work the same way. They do gun damage. Well, if you're a Fear Not, pixie specifically, you do spell damage. So if you even just chuck a bunch of those and it's ×4 damage and they have a pretty high fire rate, you'll just be hitting ×4 and you'll have a high chance to detonate the gun critical hit shot, basically. But for whatever reason, this one doesn't seem to be working with the gun critical hit shot. Now, granted, it also could just be that I have a really low critical chance, but with how much, like, we were standing there for like a long time and we kept seeing crit, so none of that was going to be a skull. But then when I shoot him like straight from the hip, it does seem like something happens, you know. Zero says, "Oh, okay, yeah, that was the one thing I was. I feel like maybe we were just off on the same page, but I appreciate you trying to reach out and help. Yeah, because whenever I'm off, I would love to be informed. But yeah, but again, the reason why I'm frustrated is because to me that I don't like when they do the stuff like that, where like this in this instance works, but this in the same instance somehow doesn't work because maybe balance, but it just makes it so that in a game where you're supposed to be clever and like connect the dots, it disincentivizes you connecting the dots, because in this specific instance it just doesn't work the same way. And I wonder why, because it's worded the exact same way as Stabo, which is gun critical hit damage, even the same percentage, which is 20. So a little weird, but yeah. But we just keep shooting. Again, it leaves it a little bit less good. Like even if we used a shotgun, like if we start shooting with the shotgun, see, when you shoot with the shotgun, they start popping off. But if we don't, then no. But the good news is I think each pellet of the shot counts for you spawning one of these. So yeah, like right there we shot like 2. So as long as we hit a crit, yeah, it also with a shotgun you just crit a lot because yeah, you're shooting 10 pellets into somebody. And again, it scales completely off of your ability damage, also your critical damage though. So I guess it does play into some part with your base. But yeah. Zero says, yeah, that's Gearbox for you. Yeah, I know. Crazy people. But the reason why I'm a little bit jaded though, a little bit Zero, is because with all the games out right now, I don't know if that's the right message to be sending to your community of like, in a way, it's kind of like a nerf. It's like, for whatever reason, for the builds that wanted to have fun with a new class mod that also liked Fear Nots and such, they're not getting that thing. And I just, honestly, like, even if there's a good argument for like, well, good, play a different build. That's a really good argument. But also not really, because you shouldn't be telling people how to play and enjoy the game, especially if they're consumers and they've paid for a DLC as well, and etc. But at the same time, what do you call it? Yeah, I just don't know if that's, like, I know whenever you look at, like, the genuine criticism for why people have stopped playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland, if you go to forums and, like, rant videos, like, there's a person named, it's Trims? His name's a little odd for me, but yeah. He makes videos where he's, unsatisfied with the game, and he's talking about it, as he should. But if you go to the comments and see, like, okay, well, this is clearly, this person's, like, acting as a mouthpiece for this feeling within the community, which a lot of us feel to different degrees. And he made a point of basically saying, or if you go to the comments of that video and you see what they're saying, you can basically see that everyone's basically frustrated with nerfs. Like, it's not even that the nerfs necessarily are egregious, like they just immediately annihilate your build. It's not about that. It's about what I guess the nerf represents, which is to people in a game where it's supposed to be insane numbers, it's supposed to be melting bosses, all those things. It feels extremely limiting, I think, to a player base when that's where your focus is, especially when, like, if the game state was good, like really solid, then I think people wouldn't mind and they'd be like receptive to the nerf. But the fact that so many people, and maybe this is a spectrum, but believe that there's a genuine content issue in Wonderland, that's not the right signal to be like, why are you even focusing on making things like balanced when so many people are just disinterested in the game in general? Like, there was a reason why people were super interested in Borderlands 2 is because there was some sort of weird disbalance and crazy melting, and Gage could stack infinite anarchy stacks and just melt everything, and Krieg was probably one of the more rough characters, but Salvador was nuts, and yeah, and if anything, just like doing a renaissance. Like, it's funny because everyone used to say back in the day with Wonderland, or with Gearbox, or with Borderlands 2, even Borderlands 3, pre-sequel, all those games, which everyone complained about the, like, just like there's too much health bars. There's too much health bars. The damage is getting more and more crazy. But when you try to make, like, when you constantly keep trying to level the playing field, It makes it so that like things can't ever ascend. Things can't ever become incredibly great. Or if it is, it's always relative to like other things. You know what I mean? Like to me, I almost think nowadays, it sounds crazy because I would never have said this back in the day before I've experienced Wonderland. But I think it may actually be better in a game like Wonderlands and Borderlands specifically, where you're basically just, it's not like a particularly hard game. It's just a shit ton of fucking AoE damage and different types of characters that look weird and charming. I think in this game, it actually makes sense that like when you release the game, I think what they should have done, hindsight's 2020, this is unfair to say for me, but when they released the game, when they seen that that Clawbringer was getting super underplayed, and when they heard everyone's complaint about him having no value, but they had that one perk that basically kind of made him an equalizer to like invest in, they should have left it. And then maybe even 2 weeks, like think about how they would have supported Borderlands 2 if they were to rebalance anything. I think it'd be fine if they left it as is, but then maybe at the like 4 months or 5 months into the game where the meta's kind of stabilized and people have kind of, settled into their consistency, maybe then that's the time to be like, okay, we're going to give Krieg a buff because we noticed that people are tired of smashing themselves in the face. That's making people play him less. Here's a rebalance. Everybody else who's strong can still be strong, but this is just a way for him to get his head above water. And maybe that's the fun way of kind of reintroducing your players. But when you say this thing is nerfed, the thing is a lot of players won't actually even log in to see if it's nerfed or see how bad it is, because it's hard to understand and extrapolate data. What is 30%? What does that actually mean in the grand scheme of things, especially when there's like global critical rate and underperforming critical rate, like it's scaled in a weird way. So like to me it makes sense where people, there's too much weird bullshittery numbers where they're like, you nerf my all they see is I nerf my class. They don't need to see like, actually guys, it's not even that bad. And yeah, how many times can you do that to where the people just get exhausted by like the little like shock of fear of like, oh no, the way I like to play is being jeopardized, and it's not like I'm hurting anybody. It's not like this game you shouldn't be able to be absurdly strong. And it's weird because there's still, just like in Borderlands 2 and 3, there's still classes and things that are ungodly broken that you'll one-shot a boss in 2 seconds. But yet the things that are like intrinsically working like this skill, at least to me, do this. Now again, one thing I don't know how to really check, but I don't know what our gun damage is. Our critical chance is, for our base critical chance, is 5%, so it's a little bit low, but if that was a little bit higher, maybe we would be doing a little bit better when it comes to getting those ghosts to spawn. But we were sitting there looking at the ghost for a hot minute. Also, I did notice that the ghost also did like that little ghost happened when we were putting down thing. God damn it, Carthage! I wanted to talk to you about that damn book you be reading that you sent me. How are you, Carthage? Also, goddamn, Carthage. Carthage has grabbed the tier 1 sub. They've been subscribed for 48 months. Thank you so much, Carthage. I don't know what happened to your like daily streak or whatever. But appreciate it, nevertheless. Appreciate you. Please excuse me while I let you just let my dominance slap down on the table. What do you call it, Carthage? I was about to say. Isn't it late for you right now? Like, yeah, it's almost, yeah, it's probably hella late for you, man. Jeez Louise. Whew. Nub says, wait, which Stabomancer skill is the same? I want to tell you how wrong you are. It's the capstone for the Stabomancer. It's when you do gun critical hit damage, you get a Ghost Blade chance to spawn. And you can use, or at least you used to be able to use Fear Nots to just detonate that. People also detonated it through a taser, which maybe the taser works. Do I have that on me? I don't think I do. But the taser also used to work. Yeah, I don't have it on me. But there was a taser weapon there where you put down a probe, and that probe would hit a lot of times really fast and also detonate gun damage. So then you would get that thing to happen. So yeah. It's 200 stacks. Hey, it's not infinite. It's 200 stacks. Oh, the gauge thing. I think that was slightly stronger, but the count goes down to 100. Yeah. Unless they miss something with the Blightcaller, guns with wings used to be able to trigger a critical gun. So yeah. What do you call it? It's 8 a.m. Oh my, oh, it's morning. It's morning. Oh, that refreshing morning. Ooh wee. What do you call it? Carthage. That book you sent me, that one seems way more interesting. Yeah. I wish you would have talked to me yesterday. My brain's kind of I'm losing steam. I woke up really early today. I started the stream off with so much energy, and then it hit me like a bullet train. I was just like, oh my god. Also, man, this is, if you can move this, if there's an enchantment that allows you to like pull this in a certain direction, that'd be huge. But then also maybe that's why it does so much damage. What's good, Stitch? Stitch says, have you always been blue? Yeah, almost always. No, I thought almost all, well, for a long ass time. It's been months. Lone Syndicate has been blue. But I also remember you being, well, were you blue, Stitch, or were you like a dark blue? I almost think you were similar to Carthage. Well, Carthage looks purple at this point, but Carthage used to be blue as well. God damn it. But how is your Carthage? Are you playing any video games right now? You're playing Tower Fantasy, playing Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb, man, is one of those games I feel like so many people are not going to give a chance, but it is so good. It is so good. It's such a good, I need a break from gaming kind of game. You know what I mean? Like, I did that this morning because I was like, you know what? I've been going buck wild this whole goddamn week. Been wild for me. Also, apparently we're fighting somebody. What? But yeah, I've been going buck wild this whole week. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do one for me. And I was like, you know what? I just want to play some of that game, some of that Cult of the Lamb. And I'm loving it. It's so fun, man. So fun. What do you call it? Although I did lose. So here's the thing, guys. I did make a promise to y'all last time we streamed that I would not let anybody die. Turns out there's necromancy. It doesn't matter, okay? I can kill all these bitches. I'll bring them all back, okay? But, and also I already lost the achievement for not losing anybody because I sent them on an expedition that had a 90% chance of success, and he fucking died. How bad can you be when you lose to a 10% chance? Anyways, pissing me off aside. What do you call it? I don't know how, so here's how it's gonna work. Every single person that is on my team is gonna be expendable that doesn't have a name, okay? That's how we're gonna manage. Every single person that is, because right now I'm taking care of Beastie. I'm taking care of Lone Syndicate. In my weird, for those guys who do not know, we were streaming Cult of Lamb. I named my tribal cult members after you. Of course, our cult is Brothers GRINN. Come full circle. Anyways, everyone's performing really well. Honestly, Beastie is performing exceptionally well in the cult. He's popping off. It's incredible, honestly. But yes, I hope some of you guys tune in to whenever we do a Cult of the Lamb stream, just so I can quickly grab your name, slap it on the thing, because I don't know your names off the top of my head, and I'll misspell it, and you'll be like, that's not me, that's my cousin. It's spelled wrong. So, I need you to be there, all right? But, nobody, the person that did die was generic guy who I thought would be killing it and just failed horribly. But anyways, Cult of the Lamb things aside, apparently we can jump over here, maybe? Are we fighting? We're fighting. Here we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna build, oh my god, okay. We're gonna build up that non-ability damage. We're gonna throw more of these. This. Ooh. Alright. Look at you melt. It's kind of okay. It just kind of leaves something to be desired, to be honest. Faithful Thralls? Faithful Thralls should be much higher than it was. Huh. Anyway, she's melting, so that's good. That's good. Easy peasy. Oh, fuck me, I'm about to die. Shit. This is the thing that sucks about ability builds. Oh, shit. That sucks about ability builds is that what happens when your ability goes away? Oh, God, no. You're sitting there like, please, not like this. Oh, God. Well, I think that's why a lot of the ability builds are kind of like taking gun damage and kind of splitting the diff when it comes to ability damage and stuff like that. Zero says, Jesus Christ, you've been affiliate for 4 years? What do you mean, Zero? What do you mean? Can you see? I guess. And on Twitch? Yeah, I guess. It's been a good bit. Granted, we also stopped streaming mainline on Twitch, so that probably didn't help. Because, yeah. I just like the archive system for YouTube. Also, YouTube has always been extremely... it's clear about what you need to achieve in order to gain what you get. Twitch to me still has that weird shit where it's like, well, we'll see if you're eligible. Oh, you're eligible? Well, it'll still take you 3 years to get in. But, you know, and I'm like, I don't understand. People are literally, like, this person's literally making money. Like, you get 10%, you get a healthy commission. Anyways, weird. But yeah. Nub says, the skill says gun plus critical hits. Does it? Does it also say spell? Gun critical hits have a chance to create a homing poison spirit that seek out nearby enemies, dealing poison damage and exploding impact. You talking about the Stabos capstone? Yeah, but it still says gun critical hits, right? Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't really think about that it did gun damage as well. So you could just use the pixies then. The Fear Not pixie. That's nuts. Carthage says, I've got a fever. Oh no. And Taiwan is still taking COVID seriously, so I'm not going to work today. Are you at least getting paid? That's kind of nice. But you have mentioned wanting to talk about the book. I know, Carthage. Give me a minute. Give me a hot minute. I need to refresh my memory of it, because I remember I was reading it and I was like, I can't wait to talk. This is an interesting ass premise. I like this one a little bit more than the other one. Where's the goddamn, is it Share Your Grin? Where the hell is that? Oh, we have so many tabs. We have so many tabs. I can't see the Share Your Grin thing at all. Video, cosplay, not that. Zeros and this. Community save file. Must be up here. That's where it is. Yeah, it's up here. Grin recommendation. Is that my dumbass? It is. Best of Grin. Nope. Where the fuck is Share Your Grin? I feel like I'm blind. I am. But yes. Gearbox, Elden Ring, Starfield. Is this how people who traverse our Discord a little bit feel? Or it could also be me. I also sometimes you have to have the tab fully open in order to see stuff. There it is. Thank you for adding me really quick. Thank you, Grin. I was gonna ask. I was legitimately gonna ask Nub. Hey, could you guys someone go there? Pop. It's literally the first tab. Ugh. Okay. All right, Grin. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's sick. Okay, yeah, no, I get it. I get a refresher now. What's the bit? What's the go on a little bit? Okay, yeah. To me, it was just the beginning part that I thought was pretty wicked. Also, the whole thing. I probably like the whole thing. I only got a refresher at the beginning. But yeah, it's a book that Carthage is reading where basically, there's like this classic thing with aliens that's like, when an alien finds our civilization, we're gonna get fucking blitzkrieg, which probably is true, but this book takes a fun spin on it and says that, like, well, no, given where an alien civilization maybe possibly comes from, and they may have access to a specific element or energy source that could be better than ours, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they have, like, technology of war. It means they could have technology of exploration, but if they're a really peaceful, like, society and they maybe somehow don't have that carnal part of their brain, they may not have developed, like, tools of war. Maybe they're super cooperative, etc. Whatever. So there's, like, these elves from, like, a fantasy world that have unlocked some sort of, like, magic / power, and they come to Earth thinking that they're gonna dominate Earth as alien elves things. And as soon as they try to, like, dominate Earth, Earth just shoots the shit out of them because we got guns, baby. We got nukes. We got everything. Yeah, I'll drop you Hydra, the Phoenix Horde. Yeah, I'll do that. Just give me a minute. Let me finish this and I'll do that. You're the first person who I may actually. Oh, but send me a friend request on either Shift or that. You can unfriend me immediately. It's just so that I can not have to, like, take so much time doing all that. That's the streaming schedule. Where is this it? So send me a link there. That's my friend. That's my Epic Store thing. Send me that, and I'll accept it. And then, yeah, and then I'll drop you that gear. Bop, 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 bop. Also, we're halfway through this thing. God damn, this is a long-ass mission. Long-ass mission. It looks great. Man, if only these were, like, just, like, full-on traversal areas, like, where you could run around and stuff. The fact that they're kind of... Like, I want to explore up there, you know? Oh, we're fighting a dragon now. It's happening. We'll do this. Let's also just do this. Pixies are just great. They reload fast, and they can throw out a lot of them. This. Stay there. Oh, no, you're running away, sir. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Please. Why are you immune? Ugh, great. Another boss with another immunity phase. Ooh, wow, but that's why you had an immunity phase. Wow. You immediately got destroyed. Woof. Wow. Also, am I misunderstanding how that skill works a little bit? When the Fate Maker deals non-ability damage, a percent is stored. So is it stored while the thing is active or without the thing being active? Perfect. Let me accept that. Social. Manage friends, maybe? Yes. Accept friend invitation. There we go. Alright, it may take time to like go through, although they probably should have fixed that at this point. The weird fuckiness with accepting friend requests. Fish thing, gotcha. Alright, we'll wrap this up and then we'll go and I'll drop the horde build for you. Honestly, we'll go ahead and test a little bit more Blightcaller, but let me first do what we gotta do. Stitch says, you finna kill off the whole chat. What happened? What? We'll do this for full face cam. I'll load in here. I'll save my character somewhere else so I don't have to let it all go to shit. This, copy. I'll just cut that out actually. We'll do this. That. Paste that there. Download my save. Where is that? In the Discord. Download. Fudoosh. Cut. Paste in there. Nope, too much. This. Rename that bitch because it duplicated it in a weird way. Good. All right, my friend, I'm on my way. Stop it, damn it. This controller sucks. Phoenix Horde. This is the fresh Phoenix Horde. Bop. Okay. Join. Yeah, I'll join. Hopefully you have your friends things open. I'll come in there, I'll drop all my gear, and then I'll get the fuck out of your hair. Oh, my body. Carter says, I don't have good enough internet to reliably play any game. Oh no, you've been not playing games for like years? And need 100% internet connection, but I bought a Switch game called Triangle Strategy. Ooh, at least there's that. Interesting, Carthage. I feel like can't you just download a game or even just buy a game and copy and plug that bitch in? Lone Sicket says 90% is not 100% Grin, so it's your fault. I don't think you can get 90. I don't think you can get 100%. I don't think you can get 100%. Also, you'll see. All right, when you play the game, you'll see. You'll be sitting there. Your cult members will be starving to death, okay? And you'll be like, wow, if I could only get to them. If I could only like have one of my cult members go out and explore and pull back shit for me. I hope there is a way to like make it so that you're basically assured victory. You know, I hope that's a thing. Because I do feel bad not like, I don't want to send out my, like, this is an aspect of the game, and you'll get, like, so many cult members. It's crazy. Like, you'll just get so many. In fact, I think there is the reason why you would kill your cult members is because some of them are awful. Hella toxic people. Like, they'll go around, like, they'll shit 5 times more, and they'll, like, scream at you, and, like, they'll make everybody else, like, revolt against you. And I am doing my best to be like, hey, we're friends here, buddy. But I could totally see, like, I could just sacrifice you, suck out your blood, and become powerful, essentially. If you're not into me, why am I gonna work so hard for you? You know what I mean? In balance. But I also would like to keep my people alive. Again, if I would keep keeping you guys alive. If you guys come to the stream, I put your name on them, you're not dying. I'll resurrect you. I think it's on a huge cooldown. Costs a bunch of resources. I'll do it. I'll make that happen. And then maybe some of y'all could be like, no, Grin, send me into the heart of the lion, heart of the whatever. It's bullshit. But yes. Also, this is just a public service announcement a little bit for anybody who wants to join a clan in the Radiant server for Tower of Fantasy. Our name is Brothers Grin there. If you go to the clan system or guild system, you type in our Brothers Grin, boom, it'll be there. And yes, you can just jump in and play with us, because I think we're a little bit behind on like our objective, but we'll see. No, Carla says, I finished that trilogy where the aliens are a fantasy race and use magic to travel through space. Stitch says, you find a kill of the whole what? The Carla says, yes, Twitch won't do. Oh, I see what you're saying, Stitch. You're referring to the tower. Gotcha. Yeah, the cult of lamb. I won't let you guys die. You'll be fine. I can always resurrect you. Like, come on. It's okay. I'll be honest. I was really like freaking out about the whole I don't want my people to die kind of meta. But the fact that I can resurrect you, it's a lot. You know, when you can bring people back from the dead, you're kind of like, all right, what is death? You know, we're okay. We're okay. Garland says, yeah, Twitch won't do jack shit even if you're doing super. Yeah, it's true. That's something that's apparent. You see some key creators just popping off, and they're like, I'm in the midst of like doing really well. It's weird because like Twitch does really well with if you are established on other platforms, it seems like. So if you're a channel like on YouTube with 500 subscribers or whatever, I've seen channels immediately get like front row access. They get like the affiliate link thing that makes it so that they take even less of your money. And the reason why they do that is because you're it's the same thing with you have an agent. Essentially, if you have like an agent, they would ask for less money from you if you were providing them like thousands of dollars more. So when you're just starting out, they want a percentage because they're basically trying to validate their time. But then when you start pulling in huge deals, giant money, then they can say, okay, if I reduce the amount I'm taking in, I still am getting a shit ton of money from you. So it kind of just works in that way. But yes, at least that's my understanding of how that kind of makes sense. Back out here, do this. Good. All right, and just like that, we back at it. Oh, this, go. Now it says, a lot of games I like don't require internet anyways. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I think for a lot of the games I'm currently getting into do, weirdly enough. Garlic says, what I meant is that I can't play online games, only single player. I can download games, but only with people online. Carthage, if you're into Binding of Isaac or Animal Crossing, more Don't Starve. I feel like it's much more akin to Don't Starve versus and Binding of Isaac. Those are the two that I think it's similar to. It's like it's a $24 game, probably less than if you have US currency. And yeah, I would suggest it, man. It's a fun time. Especially I think it might be on Switch. It seems like a game that should be on Switch. I don't know if they've made that plunge yet, but yeah. But I would suggest that game. It's fun, especially if you're not into those games, then probably not. It's probably not going to be the best for you. No, it says I want my name to be on one of those cult members. Yeah, no, you absolutely can. Yeah, how about this? You guys also tell. Well, now I'm not sure. All right, listen. If I let you guys tell me what you want your cult member to do, then you have to, you can't be mad if they die, okay? If you're like, hey, throw me into the expedition system or something, and they get killed, you're not going to be like, GRINN, how could you? All right? Because then I'll have to spend money to revive you, and I'll feel bad, and then I'll waste my resources, and I'll die. So, yeah. All right. Let's go to our home away from home, which is the tree. This tree god parasite and see if everything is hippity happening with damage. Although honestly, Oh, we still haven't used the, let's use the totem. Maybe the totem's huge. The totem probably is better because it probably is going to count as companion damage. So it's going to give us even more faithful thrall stacks, which is going to even do better. But I will say the storm I can see just being insane for just nuking bosses. Because I think it cumulatively stacks up all of your ability damage, which could be crazy. A skinny ass ball, I know, I got it. It's perfect for like the pre-workout type thing where you don't want to have a fuck ton of liquid. Also, it's super compact. Also, because your boy has real tiny hands, it works. I got it. It's nice. Yeah, it is. I wish it was a little bit thicker. That's what she said. Boom. Fluff says the crew. Yeah, perfect. Fluff says problem with the crew mission is that many of them will troll us by asking to do game modes we don't have unlocked yet. And I won't have until next week, and the missions reset tomorrow. Gotcha. Oh shit! So I should probably try to do some of those things first. Man, we got a lot to do today in terms of Tower Fantasy. Still gotta cut my hair and shit. Whew. Carter says I've got a couple jokes for you, Grin. Hit me with it. I told my wife that she should embrace her mistakes, and then she gave me a hug. It's not okay. I thought it was gonna be a pun. Instead, just sadness. Much say, no problem. Hydra, I got you. Carter says, joke 2. I joined a dating site for arsonists. They've already sent me a lot of matches. That was better. A little more gross. Okay. Fluff says, pretty sure I saw an ad for Switch version of Cult of Nights. It's on Switch. I've been debating Carthage. I think maybe it to me. I was surprised by how it's pretty varied. Like I thought it was gonna be like stacked on one way or the other. It very much feels like you're kind of falling into like building your base and like supporting your cult. But then there's moments where like, oh fuck, I know I need to go out into the field to crusade. In order to get enough capital, essentially, to bring back. So you're constantly falling into these different gameplay loops. But I will say, it does, if you're worried about your cult hating you, you do need to spend a lot of time being like, okay, shut up, baby, here's food, you sons of bitches. Anyways, let's go get to a bog totem. All right, bog totem. Wait. This, boom, bog totem. It is not performing great because we don't just do ability damage. The reason why the other one is doing good is because we're doing so much spell damage and pistol damage, gun damage. It's working out weirdly. Oh, yeah, see, those look like the same little thing. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty consistent threat of damage. It's not killing it, but that's a steady stream, and you could have multiple of those bastards out. And also, it's resetting its cooldown. That's pretty overpowered a little bit. Also, if I just have my Hydras out, we're getting Faithful Thrall stacks. Their damage is getting amplified. Imagine if you had ability scaling, dude. Madness. Do. Not bad. That was not bad. And frankly, they come back. They seem more consistent than the other stuff. Yeah, because I think you start cooling down. You're on cooldown as soon as you get off them, which is nice. Here we go. Bog totem, here. Thwap. Killed it. Also this. Wait, goddammit. It's gonna take some time. Give me a sec. Yeah, you definitely, if you're gonna go Blightcaller, and you're like gonna use predominant like Blightcaller skills, you're gonna need that cooldown buffs. That he has, which is the new class mod. There's also a couple new necklaces and such, I do believe, that give you some nice benefits. This. Go! Yes. If only they had a thing that just reset your cooldown. There is one that kind of, I think the Clawbringer has one that's kind of adjacent to that. Not quite, but kind of. It like when you get kills, you basically cool down. You have to get a kill, so it's kind of shitty. But I do think there's a class mod that basically gives you one of those effects. But also, class mods are a huge source of damage, so it kind of makes sense, you know. Yeah, I don't think it's better than the one thing. Let's go to the one place and test it against what's his name? Parasite, and see what that's about. Fluff says, just have a horde of clusters named what? Just have a a horde of cultists named Fluff that you can send out to see as you see fit. Yeah, maybe. Well, I need to name them Fluff number 1, Fluff number 2, Fluff number 3, okay? Because there is ones where it's like, you need to talk to Fluff number 2 because he's been rebelling. And you're like, okay, put his ass in the stables or something. No, that worked too well. There's like a head thing, which is not a stable so much as it's like a weird medieval fuck off thing where you're sitting in throwing tomatoes at your face, essentially. And then I come over and say, so, stop being mean, and then I walk away. But I can never sacrifice those Fluff. I might throw them into some crusading, all right? But that's all I can muster. Also, let's get those activations of this. All right, we're gonna do this. Oh, you can actually summon those up. You can cast that pretty fast. Also, do this. How good is this? It's okay. Unfortunately, this is the thing in Tiny Tina's Wonderland. If you're not melting things in 2 seconds, you're not winning. But actually, as soon as we got to that shield, I think Corrosive does like the weakest 2 shields, so that wasn't bad. Not bad at all. Good job, Bog Totems. Let's reset and do it with the big black hole storm thing. Nup says, I mean the horrible ones that ruin your gameplay. What? Balance points on being a non-furry cultist for extra confusion. I was about to say, fuck, they're literally like, there are wolves. I can do weird wolves. It could be a blue wolf with like painting shit on your face. I remember seeing your old avatar that had that kind of whole like crazy pattern and shit. Okay, guys. Okay, well I'm going. Yeah, go sleep, guys. We appreciate having you, buddy. But I want you to be healthy. Have a good day and night, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, Carth. Hopefully we can see you again. Fluff says, honestly, a nice sustained DPS. Yeah, not bad. I was surprised at how consistent it was firing. I do always like when there's stuff that like. It'd be really cool if by doing spell damage, it would trigger them consistently. So like it does like little tiny probes of damage. But if you were to detonate spell damage, they would have like way more activation. Like it would just be like constant, like a chance-based thing, similar to the one skill. I always like stuff like that because it can be scaled. And also it can give, there's some things that are innately in games, which is usually like attack speed or fire rate is innately lower just because you're outputting so much that you need to lower the damage. But it's kind of pointless if it's, you're wasting so much more bullets, so there's a cost-benefit analysis that's not taken into account. But anyways, but I always like that this one skill could like open up the door to so many other builds, aka spells that do a lot of damage, kind of like Hydras. So kind of a waste for our comparison, but yeah. Let's go see what Black Hole is. I think we're gonna try to do some damage before we activate Black Hole, but I feel like that might not be how Black Hole works. I think Black Hole works when it's active. All non-ability damage done when it's active will start transitioning into big damage, into ability damage, sorry, I think. Because it seemed like when we were fighting that dragon boss, we were doing okay at the start, and then eventually we just, like, cratered him. So we're going to do this. Then we're going to cast this. That's a good bit of damage that we aggregated. Also, yeah. Yeah. That's, oh my god. You just see health bars, gone. 3 slaps. And this thing's still cooking, man. That's awesome. Yeah, that makes like an ability have a huge damage output thing. I wonder. I feel like if you just kept everything the same. Well, no, because this one's kind of made to be like a non-ability filtering a thing. So I wonder if it's better. Like this is pretty good if you want to have a build that has. Yeah, I think it'd be good if you wanted to have a spell build or a damage build, but you still wanted to do a shit ton of ability damage with this, and that could actually feed into this in a weird way. Not really, because that's just taking ability damage to gun damage. But, yeah, also, if you had Spore Warden, that would also work really well, because you have a lot of just ability damage scaling things. But no, I think that like, is the best for our spell and gun damage builds is this one right here, because it just nukes. Although I do want to see one more thing. Is it like based on you, like it says like you start storing non-ability damage? Is that how that works, or am I a little bit confused? Because yeah, well let's start throwing up, because we already found there's a lot of weirdness with pistols, so let's actually use actual pixies that actually can like pop off. One of those. Hydrate. Will do. Stitch is screaming at me. Why, Stitch? Why are you upset? Let's do, let's see. We do have a pixie here. Good. All right, we got pixie there. We have everything going. Now, we're gonna cast it and then start hucking pixies. Now, granted, pixies kind of do a lot anyway. In fact, maybe we should not do it for this test. We'll just use the normal one for this test. Okay, this is a pixie. Oh, the pixies aren't doing that much damage because we're not going through spell shot. Okay, so now let's use this. Now let's use these. Stored damage. There we go. You just see these lightning orbs just... Man, what if Clawbringer did that? What if Clawbringer's, like, rack just started launching fucking giant lightning bolts? And this is such a huge AoE with such a long time for duration. That's so cool. I'm happy that actually packs a punch, at least. Getting a little disappointed that the gun damage thing doesn't seem to be scaling really well. Or maybe it's just that I have low critical chance. So I'm not hitting gun critical hits, but I thought we see critical hit happen, and we even looking at like all of them, we see none. Weird. Nah. Poison will excel against armored enemies. Yeah. Fluff says Fluff 2, Fluff 3rd, Fluff after, Fluff 40, Fluff boots. Technically, my avatar persona is a fox. Well, I think there's foxes as well. But the foxes would be fine too. Anyways, white or blue would suffice. But I also don't mind if you just make them whatever. Yeah, yes, we'll see. We'll hopefully you'll be there at our Thursday stream, right? Thursday stream. Yes, but ladies and gentlemen, I think we may make that a little bit of a quick, like a tighter stream, because I wanted to log into Tower of Fantasy and grind a little bit more today. Yes, I'm also tempted to like pause it here and go to the Cult of the Lamb and slap some of your guys' names on my cult member. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it a little bit earlier today, not because of any other reason besides I need to grind some Tower of Fantasy, which is the best reason. I hate me. Anyways, also I guess we could just do it now. You could try that real quick. People could come in here like, what? Blightcaller? It's only 30 minutes. Yeah, let's back out. We're gonna load up Tower of Fantasy. We're just gonna putt around a little bit, maybe do some quick things. Just gotta wrap the Tower of Fantasy up a little bit, you know? You know how it is. Stitch says, put the work in before you end it. And what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, the status points? Oh, will you be here by the time we actually end it, Stitch? Because somebody came here yesterday, Nub actually. Nub came in here throwing down shit, being like, I'm gonna be here. And by the time I endure longer than you can, which is not a good thing. We need to work on being more fun to watch. But anyways, you weren't there at the end. So no one was there to hold me accountable. And also, the person that redeems him should be the one who's holding me accountable. Or make a good argument for why I must suffer. Sting. Oh, Sting, were you there the whole time? Sting was just like, I was just gaming, dude. God damn it. Let's get in there, Tower of Fantasy. I want this character. I don't know why. It's like the classic, like, fucking biological experiment thing that's gonna, like, she's gonna mind meld you. Reminds me of Layers of Fear. Nope, wrong one. Fear. Literally Fear. My PC crashed yesterday. That's such a good reason. Oh, I've been running my antivirus for the last 4 hours. Oh no, is something creeping up in there, Nub? Oh no. Fluff says, I'm getting so many Tower of Fantasy food recipes figured out and adding for some bonus dark crystal. Ooh, and I noticed we already have some recipes known that are from the upcoming desert region. Oh shit. Okay. Was smite near the wide radius. Oh yeah, from the thing, yeah, the storm. Crazy. All right. My eyes. Okay. All right, let me burn my resin. Also, did Fluff invite me to the guild yet? Friends. Oh wait, maybe it's crew. Actually, it might be like I didn't accept friends, email. No. Oh, this is my daily supply. I haven't opened up my chest yet. I'm waiting to do that on Tuesday. See if we come out on top with some wishes. It's my birthday today. Thank you so much for the gift. It's so... Who's this? It's Echo. All right, Echo. whatever. I don't know you yet. I'm sure I'll love you, but yeah. Also, I did this survey and we got nothing from it. Feels bad. Anyways, what are we doing? Crew. Did I get accepted? I did! Brothers Grin, level 1. Oof. Accept. All of it. Just grab it all. Discord link is there. Okay. We get some money. Ooh, we get some of this. How much? 50. Okay. A little bit stingy, but alright. More than Genshin bonus. Dailies. Donation. If I hit this, what happens? Is it gonna fucking pull up some sort of credit card or something? Oh, I just donate for... Oh, what do I get for donating my mushrooms? Points. Okay. Weird. Donations left. I don't know what that is, really. Is this for our... Oh, I'm still in my crew system. So I can keep... No, I already donated. Add request. Okay, well, donations left 0. Donations updated. So I just gave her some mushrooms for no reason. Okay, rewards. Man, this look, guys. These are these are characters that are going to exist. Have a whole ass mech body and shit. What? What's good? Matter says, hey, hiya. Just started playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland. What's your thoughts on the new DLC? Thinking of picking them up. I heard the first DLC got a lot of hate, but haven't heard anything about the second and third or the DLCs. To me, man, honestly, it depends on what you like. The only things the DLCs really give you, in my opinion, is access to other builds. So there are certain builds that won't work without... It's really hard to make them work without the DLC items. So there's a DLC item that basically makes it so that you can reset your cooldown for your action skill really quickly. But if you don't have that, then a lot of the action skill builds or ability damage scaling things don't really work because you kind of need some way to circumnavigate that. Same thing with melee builds. Melee builds are kind of at a disadvantage because you can't do range melee damage. They've recently added in the DLCs or the PLCs, the Mirror Mysteries, a thing, like a shotgun that does melee damage essentially, so that you can reach the raid boss that's fucking towering ahead of above you. So there's things like that. But as far as like feeling like a substantial thing to do, I don't feel like it scratches that itch. Now, granted, if you do just love Wonderlands and want more of them, I think you're good to go. I think it would be smart, Matter, if you'd wait just a little bit. If you waited like 2 months after the PLC is concluded, I think you'll be able to get a bundle of them all for super cheap. But if you have some disposable income, you want to get them, sure. But it only gives you access to certain builds. But yeah, so just wanted to make that clear. But for me, I don't know. I would wait until I got it at a much better price. If you're paying for like all of them for like maybe $12, that would be pretty good. Still probably what they should have been priced at, honestly. But yeah, it's my thoughts on it. But yeah. That's Ruby. She seems neat. Reminds me of Klee, but on Sarah. Ooh, okay. Sting says, damn, I was wrong. Server, I started over to be in your team. Oh no, what? Oh, Sting, I'm so sorry. We put it on the Discord for like such a long time. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get some of these done. I don't know how to... I assume they just appear here. My weeklies I need to get done. Also, sure, it can be some food. Why not? I don't want to see you make it. It's fine. I might as well use... No, not that. Not that. Nope, this... I have resin, right? No, I don't. Why can't I do... Oh, at least I'm not in the right place. This is what we want. I got it. Oh, I finally got access to new things. I finally came unlocked. Which is the one with... Oh, the money is the one that's unlocked. Well, we'll just do more of this then, because we just need to get grinding. Fine, team. Matchmake. Throw me in. Oh, Sting says I don't have the disco. Sorry, Sting. You don't have it even on your phone? Yeah, it's disco. Well, again, I'm so sorry, Sting. I'm going to say I don't accept Frontier Clash as we don't get access to it until Monday. You get some crew coins. You can only accept 4 missions per week, but they will cycle in new ones when when you complete others. Oh, at least there's that. If you want to run joint operations together, it would be. Oh fuck! God damn it! God, wait! Can I back out? I might be able to do it. Fluff, is it going to be quick? Because we don't have that much time to even do that. So maybe not. We'll do it next time. Because I don't know. Are you here? Let's see. Yeah, probably not. We'll do it next time. Okay. We're going to be plenty of time to play together. Oh, did it? Is it fucking up? Why is it? Special training ground, find team, matchmaking suspended for it. Why? I didn't back out. Some fucking bastard back out on me and now I'm screwed. Come on, let me in. We're waiting on a third. We might need to get you in here, Fluff. The timer ran out. We're on NA, Radiant, cruising with Brother Green. Yay. Dartmouth says, okay, perfect. Thanks for the info. Maybe I'll wait a bit, then I'll see how I enjoy the game. The time I hit the the end game is. The end game starts off really good. The mirror mysteries don't, at least to me, and I think a lot of others don't really feel like a satisfying end game. I kind of feel like after your third run, you're kind of like, this seems a little long, you know. But yeah, I'm accepting it. Let's do this. As for the mech girl, not sure who she is, or when she's playable. Yay. Sting says, by the way, was level 5 on the other, so at least there's that. You weren't that high level. Yeah. I was able to get to level 27 in 2 or 3 hours, which wasn't bad. That was also me skipping all the cutscenes though. Stitch says, Logan, do you have a single camera you use for all your content? Yes, this is it. It is a Canon camera with a Elgato Cam Link, and yeah, but I'll also use screen capture. But yeah, it's basically just the same camera. It is. I'm not sure if it's suggested to, like, if you suggested to start that. Usually people start off with a webcam that's pretty cheap. Yeah, but also if you're planning on doing stuff outside of gaming, then yeah, you would probably want to get an actual camera. Let's use this, and then we'll use this because I imagine he's gonna have a shield. Where'd it go? God damn it. Oh, I was doing a whole charge, I thought. Yeah, sometimes the combos feel weird, like you're trying to queue up something and it's not actually happening. This. Oh, you got a shield? Guess what? Man, I keep getting those perfect dodges. So super justifiably. And one of these. Hop. Oh, I don't have my cooldown yet. Spin to win. No, stop jumping. He's dead. Nice. Yeah, see, this is my only thing is, like, I feel like you can really wrap this up really fast. Like, you can burn your resin in seconds. It's brutal. Which is good if you've got things to do, people to see, but also kind of like, I want to play the game. It's not there yet. I'm curious to see what people have at endgame besides PvP. If there is some sort of endgame thing besides dailies and weeklies, which are usually just bounties. But yeah, like, I'm not sure if you can rerun dungeons over and over again for some diminishing return value, which would be kind of nice. Just follow him. Don't knock me out of this, please. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna lock up. That's it. Light me up. Some of this. Yeah, also, it's very apparent in this game where, like, you're playing with somebody and they're just literally two-shotting things and you're like, jealous. Jealous. One of these. Hop. Yeah, I still haven't invested in my, like, leveling up my gear anyway, so that is what it is. Oh, shit. Give me this. I don't think I'll have enough gems to finish this, but it's okay. We'll get some helping bros out, basically, thing. Oh, I thought that would hurt me, that little thread of electricity. Fluff says, you may need to add me as a friend, but we can sort that out later, hopefully. Sting says, how can I find you, your team, or I'll be recording. So Sting, you have to basically go to the Radiant server in North America, and then you would have to get to, I think it's level 14. And then you would get access, because it slowly starts to unlock things for you. So like your daily commission kind of bounty, I think, gets unlocked to you after you get to 25, I think. But if you get to, I think it's 14 or 16, level 14 or 16, that gives you access to the raid or the crew system essentially. So you have to wait until then. But yes, but we appreciate, I appreciate people wanting to be in our team, etc. Because we're gonna need that help. Okay. Come here. God damn it. This is where gun people are huge. Ooh, I caught that real hard there. Ah. Oh, he took a knee. He took a knee. Go. This. Smash down. Pop. I don't have my thing yet. Spin the win. Oh, no, not spin the win. We're doing the wrong thing. I don't know who. Yeah. There's someone in our team who's doing a bazillion damage. And it's wild. Okay. Do I have an? I do. Just enough vitality. So Fluff, before I get out of you guys' hair, first of all, we'll just back out to this. But, where do I see the bounty system? So that's one thing I feel like I haven't understood the interface perfectly yet. So I don't know where, like, oh, I gotta go do my crew bounties. I gotta go do my other bounties that are gonna reset at the end, I think. Like you said, you were able to get your thing yet. Stitch says, what do you think the investment ratio is between cameras and microphones should be prioritized? It's funny because the way a person broke it down for me, which I thought was really clever, is a person will watch your video for like 2 sec, or for like, a person will watch your video for like 2 minutes if you have really like 480p. It's very hard to see, but they can kind of make it a face. They'll watch your video for maybe like, if maybe 2 minutes is too much, but like 30 seconds. But if you start your video and it hits go and you hear, oh god, like that, it's terrible. No, everyone's gonna get the fuck out of Dodge immediately. So audio there's a point of diminishing returns, definitely, but that is a huge thing where, like, most people, if you sound bad enough, it's not even a second where people will just click off and be like, fuck off. It hurts my ears. And there's a lot of things, Stitch, when it comes to like USB microphones that will take care of you. And at that point, it's just depending on what you want to invest in. But also, I would say have a clear understanding, probably like go very light right now, and have a clear understanding of what you want to create. So like, if you know what you want to create, if you want to create like vlog content, you're going to need a camera, you're going to need a boom mic or like some sort of mic on the top of your camera. If you're wanting to make game capture videos, you're going to want to do so you're gonna have, oh shit, I break my legs. Break my legs. You're gonna want those kinds of things. So yeah, it's important to have an understanding of what you're gonna be aiming at, and buy the bare minimum, whatever that's gonna be able to achieve that. And then over time, if you get garner success, or you just want to reinvest because you're having a fun time and you want to make better quality content, then you can just invest ahead of it, essentially. But yeah. But I would say like the cost for starting up everything, the lowest end probably depending on if you already have a PC and everything to do stuff with, edit and all that stuff, then probably maybe $400, maybe $200 or $400 between that on the super light end. But if you wanted to get a good microphone, that's probably like $80, if not $150. I think like a USB microphone is probably $150. And if you wanted to get a decent webcam, it's about $200. And if you wanted to get a couple games, etc., that'll do stuff to you as well, etc. Also, having the good news is like OBS and stuff is free, so it's not that bad, but it can get worse. It can, like, if you wanted to get a Canon camera and a cam link, that's like $600 just that. Which is a lot, but yeah, you definitely don't start off there. That's insane shit. That's, yeah. If you start streaming, or if you start making videos and you start getting AdSense on those videos and you start doing it for a month, just honing your craft, getting comfortable, then there could be a money sitting there that you could use to invest back into your content, and that could be good. But yes. You should be able to get a decent camera and mic without breaking the bank. Also, some people have webcam or like cameras or like microphones on their thing. Again, there's definitely a diminishing return, but I do think that as long as you're not in the negative for any of them, like aka mics that are spiking and it like is hurting people's ears, you know, a quality that is like 480p. You know, if you can keep it above 720p, then you're good. Again, it's more. I think it's less about being super high quality, and it's more about just reaching the bare minimum, essentially. Of so fuck, I didn't mean to do this. God damn you, Skip! I don't want to. God damn it! I actually wanted to see the story. Back. Well, skipping it. I wanted to. I don't know why we were just following this quest. I thought we were. I don't know what I thought, honestly. Oh, at least we got a fucking hoverboard. That's pretty sick. Okay, well maybe this is actually for the best. Apply relic. Why can't we have more relics equipped? This is the thing that's fucky. We can only have 2 relics equipped. Like, what the fuck is happening? 2 movement relics. 2 tap 3. That's kind of nice. Can we go like anywhere with this? Also, thank you for the heads up about me breaking my knees. But yes, Fluff, I wanted to, before we get into this, I wanted to, can we just ride on anything? Why would you ever ride a bike or your motorbike when you could just shred with this? Oh, I see. It's not meant for ground. It is momentum based. So, also it's on a fuck off cooldown. Golly. But yeah, Fluff, how do we access all of the weeklies and stuff like that, and also our crew missions? Sting says, see content my console controller to my tab, a tablet to play. But nice, yeah. That's what I'm kind of doing with PC. Except the PC controls need a lot of work. There's not a lot of intuitive things here when it comes to the PC. We're just working. New event. Well, I've done that. So these are going to persist though, right? Fluff, these don't reset, these bounties. It's just, we can just do this whenever we want, and then eventually we'll be able to make around. So this I don't need to worry about. I don't think that, I don't know if that's a part of it as well. No, these won't reset, I don't think. Pass. I think it's just, I need to focus on my weeklies, which I think I find here. This, weeklies, so these are what I need to sign in 5 times. What? I did that. Oh no, because I missed the first day. Fuck you, you bastard. Wait, actually, I could probably just back out and do that again. Probably not. That probably doesn't work. I feel like that's bullshit. I've totally fucking gotten all of her damn. God damn it. Anyways, kill things. Yeah, so what Fluff is telling me that you have up to 3 relic sets. There's a little plus icon to add sets. Okay, and when you cycle them with G, cross blade icon, that, and bounties. What the fuck is that? Is it this? My keyboard's fucked up and doesn't have that on by default. Oh wait, no, this is. It's not cycling for me with that. Oh no, I see. Oh no, maybe it is. So if I hit this. No, it's not cycling for me when I'm hitting those buttons. Do I have to hit shift? No. I don't know. Weird. For the quest, hit T. Also, isn't the quest system just in this? So I could just go to commissions, maybe vehicles. Maybe it's commissions. No, that's not right. Simulacrum, rankings, terminus. Maybe. Yeah, this is it. So I could just go with missions, side missions, bounties, crew. There we go. So I can see my missions here. Play, join operation once. Fight. Oh fuck. Oh god. I can't do that. 15 bounties. Jesus Christ. Do these reset after a time or what? Simulacrum. Yeah. How do we get my weeklies? I guess we just look at them like we just did from there. So it's part of our like intrinsic daily tasks. This bit. Weeklies. And then I would. Is it as simple as like? Yeah, consume vitality. I guess you need to be like back to back every day, spending all of your vitality, which I wasn't. I guess because I re-rolled the first day, so I was 1 away from that. Play Be Gone Phantasm once. I don't know if I want to do. Well, we might just be shit in the bed for the first week. Feels bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's what we're gonna call it. Let's do this. Oh, I see you did. Your Crossblades recommendation bounty is perfect. Thanks, Fluff. It feels weird to be. It feels weird to buy something bad that I want that I would want to replace later. Yeah, no, that's a good thing. I will say though, the camera though, it depends. Stitch, have you narrowed down a niche that you are passionate about, but also people that there's demand for? We'll do SAS points. Thank you for reminding me. It feels yeah. But it's probably again, it depends on what you're willing to do, Stitch. If you were willing to do like a job on the side, or if you've been saving money for a while and you're willing to invest in it, that's not a bad idea. The problem is that what happens when you invest into something and then turns out you don't actually like that aspect of content creation. So what if you started doing gaming content and you're like, it is extremely hard to talk for 2 hours or even an hour at a time and then have a video that can be condensed into its best moments or whatever I'm planning on doing. It is really hard to stream for 3 hours a day. It's insane. Or you can have these hiccups essentially. So that's why it's also smart to not invest the surplus yet, because you don't know if you're actually going to be passionate about what you're doing. Again, the crossroads of success seems to be when you have your passion that you're interested in, but you also have a community of people who are also interested in it. Otherwise, you'll be basically giving something that 3 people want, opposed to giving something that you're passionate about to what hundreds of people want. 140 gets others resonance. You need to make relic sets first. That works too. Crew missions refresh weekly on Monday. Gotcha. And you can accept the 4. Yeah, so it's probably good to accept those immediately on Monday so that you can kind of work through them on the week, right? They don't refresh daily though, right? And you can accept and complete 4 crew missions per week. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so it's probably smart to have those at the beginning of the week so that you can kind of, like the Redson burning one, that's brutal. Unless you're doing it every single week or day that week. If you want, I can link a series of day-to-day TF2. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Again, I haven't looked at some of the ones you've sent already. I'm planning on binge watching a lot of them, but I'm also trying to get through this book. my tagline at this point. Yeah, how many SAS points do we have to do? Is anyone keeping track? Because I can look, I guess. Let's see. We have 1 status point. Oh, we just have 1 status point. Okay. It kind of seems like a waste to fucking bust out my camera for 1 fucking set of push-ups. Okay, dokie, here we go. Are y'all ready to do this? Also, if you have anyone that we could go raid, we could scout. What do you mean? We're not doing yesterdays. That doesn't count. You have to be here. We've established the rules. Also, yuck. Boom. There. All right. Low cam, here we go. Oh, my body. There's not enough room here. Ah, my bones. It's so much more different when you're a thick boy. Oh, those used to be nothing. It used to be cake. Now I can feel my body go, what the fuck is that? I immediately start sweating. Oh, we made a purchase this week, by the way. Could be huge. It could help with this excess heft. Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day, night even. I'm gonna have to go cut my hair and I'll be grinding a little more of this game. We'll see. I'm very excited to make some content for both Cult of the Lamb and Tower of Fantasy, but I want to make sure I hit the ground right. But also, I have a little bit of inherent anxiety because I don't want to lose the opportunity of a game having a lot of people interested in it. And granted, with all the stuff I'm learning, it's kind of the whole point is that it's not about like a specific sweet spot in time. It can help, but it's not the determining factor. It's about understanding what people want, understanding what you're passionate about, and finding the thing that people both want, need, and are interested in, and then providing that. But so kind of just eventually, hopefully, it'll work. But yeah, Like I like when I was like scammed, even though I'm fucking dying just with the one. Now it says being scammed to mod feels 10 times worse. What are you talking about? You only had the one. That yesterday's is bullshit. You gotta be here. Your PC did crash. Unlucky. Now it says being scammed. Stitch says don't cameras and mics work pretty well all around. Yes. Yeah, no, that's true. That's not wrong. But it also is like, again, it depends. The difference between the mic that you're using right now, which, like, for those guys who are curious, this is what I'm using. Stitch, just to give you reference. This is what I'm using. So that is my mic. That is the filter system so that the sound isn't that bad. And it's giant. It's the size of my literal head. So yeah. And my camera, to give you guys a baseline, this is a dirty ass mirror that I use to quickly shave my beard. Don't look at those messages. Those are messages for your boy. That's my camera. Those messages are like, do your best, idiot. That I wrote years ago that I still appreciate. But yeah, that's my. And then you guys see my fucking giant ass light. That's nuts. It's huge. No, you bastard. It really makes me sad. Nub has known me for years at this point, so he knows exactly how to make me consider hurting myself more, which is a toxic relationship. So it says, I gotta play Cult of Lamb with 40. Oh wait, sorry. I've got ask. Oh, perfect. Playing Cult of Lamb. Perfect. Yeah, we could do Cult of Lamb because I feel like that game just needs more exposure. And if you guys could see, I'm assuming with him playing it, he's probably playing it at a higher level. So let me show you guys. We'll raid him. Yeah, guys, have a fun time. This is a game that I very much am enjoying, and I think you guys will enjoy as well. Oh, it's a VTuber. Lovely. Yeah. She's gonna take care of you guys. Thanks so much for your time. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope I can see you on Tuesday. We'll be streaming Tower Fantasy, and then we'll be streaming Cult of the Lamb next. Try to show up to the Cult of the Lamb stream so that I can name some weird cultists after you guys. We can have fun that way. Yes, bye.